Hello, everybody, and welcome to the CINCILINGUA membership program. And today we are going to have a small discussion among three of us teachers here at CINCILINGUA. And the purpose of this is for you all to practice your listening comprehension. So I'm going to ask our teacher Joe and our other teacher Angela here. I'm going to ask them a question and we're all going to chime in. We're all going to give our opinion, and you guys, you have to listen up and train your ears here. So here's my question, and I'm going to direct the first question to Angela. And Angela, what kind of music do you like? What is your favorite kind of music? Or if you have several kinds of music that you like, what do you?
Yeah, well, I mean, my favorite type of music is definitely Southern gospel music, but I do like old music. I like Elvis Presley. In another video, we talked about movies. I like music from musicals, the old musicals. Southern gospel would be my favorite, I would say.
Very good. And Joe, what about you? What kind of music or what kinds of music do you like?
Yes, I also like a variety, not everything, but a variety. I like the romantic ballads, like Angela was saying, the old music. That's in English, the romantic ballads and the standards, they call them, I believe, the standards, those kinds of things. I like 80s pop. I do like 80s pop, I have to admit. And most people recognize that. I like classical, especially Baroque. And I like a lot of types of Latin American music. Carlos Vives from Colombia with the vallenato rhythm, and when Gloria Estefan was in her Spanish-speaking period, Mi Tierra, that kind of thing. So, oh, and one more thing. Celtic music from Ireland and Scotland. Yeah.
So you're pretty eclectic.
Yes.
Yeah. How about you, Todd? What kind of music do you like?
Oh my gosh, I like so many different kinds of music. I like I like everything from hard rock, heavy metal music to when I used to play guitar when I was
so fidelity is interesting.
When I was a teenager, I played guitar, and I used to play many hours a day. And when I started playing, I played only hard rock. That's what I liked at the time. But as I was taking lessons, I started to appreciate different kind of styles of music. So I still like hard rock, some of it at some times, but I also like jazz. I like classical. I like the 80s pop that Joe mentioned. I like the gospel music that Angela mentioned. I like Elvis. I like the music from the musicals that we discussed in the other video from Greece. And so I like I am not a big fan of rap. I for any rap fans out there, I'm sorry, but I don't like most of it. But I like some country music. I don't like all country music, but I do like some country music. But yeah, I like folk music, and I like the Celtic music. I like any kind of guitar. If somebody's a good guitarist, whatever genre it is, I like it, or I will like it, guaranteed. So yeah. So that's
yeah. Like for instruments, like I love the sound of the banjo, the dulcimer, the electric guitar. Yeah.
Very. And Angela, do you have you mentioned Elvis before, but do you have a favorite artist or a favorite musical band?
Yeah, well, let's see. I've been to Graceland 10 times, so you
Oh my
would
God.
10
that
times.
was
Okay.
you would think that's like my favorite artist. I mean, I like him, but oh gosh, let's see. Throughout the years, okay. So if we talk about the musicals, I loved Judy Garland and Doris Day, and in Southern Gospel, I loved the Gaither Vocal Band. I got to record with their the guy that does their recordings. So that was kind of cool. Had the real experience down on Music Row in Nashville.
And I have your CD.
Yeah.
And my mother has your
It's
CD.
a limited edition.
Limited edition.
Limited edition. I think there's only 200 copies in the world.
Well, I have one. My mother has one. So.
Yeah. Now I like country music, but like old country music, not the not like the, my family died, my dog died, everything is like,
Yeah, exactly.
but like the country twang, I do like that. My dad's family is related to the Carter family. So June Carter is my grandmother's first cousin, and she married Johnny Cash. I don't think that country music is as popular in a lot of countries around the world as other types of music. But yeah, so I mean, I've definitely listened to a lot of country. But I mean, there are singers that I think have a fantastic voice. Mariah Carey has a good voice. I mean, I don't have any of her music, but when I hear it, I think she's good. Celine Dion, there are some excellent singers out there. And kind of like Joe mentioned before about 80s music, seems like the music when you were a teenager and young adult, that music, even if you didn't have it, you didn't listen to it at home, you knew all about it. It was everywhere. And if you hear it, I remember that song, So yeah, but let's see. Number one favorite singer or group. I'm going to go with Guy Penrod. He was a member of the Gaither Vocal Band.
All right. And, Joe, what about you, sir?
Yeah, it's easy for me. I am a very fanatic Barbra Streisand fan. I think she has a voice that I don't consider there to be a close second. That's my taste, my music. I was 10 years old when I saw her in What's Up, Doc, a comedy in the cinema, and heard her sing As Time Goes By from Casablanca. And I was stunned, and I've been hooked ever since. But I do like other singers as well, in both English and Spanish. In Spanish, I like Alejandro Fernandez from Mexico, and he has a beautiful voice. Mark Anthony from New York, but a Puerto Rican background. And like I said, the standards. I listen to music videos on YouTube from the 1960s and earlier. The Righteous Brothers, if you know them, a duo back in the 60s. Art Garfunkel of Simon and Garfunkel singing Bridge Over Troubled Water is for me. There's nothing to compare to that. I'm very fanatic about music and certain singers. Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
How about you, Todd?
Yeah, it's hard. I really like Kenny Rogers' voice. I was listening to some Kenny Rogers not too long ago because my mom used to listen to Kenny Rogers when I was a little boy, and I still like that's the country music that I still like is Kenny Rogers, Mac Davis, but yeah, Simon and Garfunkel. I love the Simon and Garfunkel. More modern, I really like. I think Adele has an excellent voice. I love Adele's music, and so again, I could go on and go on and go on with
Yes.
with probably a lot of names and a lot of artists, a lot of bands. I like bands like Steely Dan, for example, and yeah. So I could go on forever, but I'll spare you all. But yeah, and so I have one more question here for everybody, or for Angela and Joe here. How often do you listen to music? And Joe, I think you touched on this. You said that it's very important. So I kind of take from that you listen to music pretty frequently throughout the day.
Oh, yes. I was on YouTube in the wee hours of this morning listening to the people that I mentioned. I'm not technological, but the fact that I can go on YouTube and hear just about anybody is amazing. So I listen to music a lot, and I live in Chicago and ride the train and the bus, and I need to listen to music during that time to get through the trip, and in the evening to relax. And yeah, a lot.
Yeah. And Angela, my guess is you probably listen to a lot of music, especially when you're traveling through United States and all.
Yeah, Joe is much more high tech than I am. I still listen to music mostly on CD. I never did get rid of my audio cassette collection, so I still have that. I still have devices that will play it, but mostly CDs. And now I have used YouTube. Now, when I was a kid, I don't remember what night of the week it was, but the Sonny and Cher show was on, and my family watched it. It was like an event, and I was little, and like I had to be ready for bed, and then I sitting on the sofa while the Sonny and Cher show was on, and I have gone on YouTube and found some of those old shows and watched those in recent years, and Joe's right. Everything is on there. And I mean, you can find concerts. It's incredible, the things that are on there. So, I mean, music is everywhere. But yeah, I use music a lot. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And on the radio, just the regular radio too. Yeah. Todd, how about you?
Oh, I listen to music all the time. In the morning, sometimes it's heavy music in the morning, sometimes not. Usually in the evening, it's light. Well, it's never heavy in the evening. Like now, I would never put on heavy hard rock music, but it would be maybe classical or something softer. But I listen to music throughout the day, depending on what I'm doing, but yeah, I listen to a lot of music, and I listen to mostly now Amazon music, but I also have a pretty big CD collection still. I don't have my cassette collection. I had a huge cassette collection, but I don't have that, and I used to have a very big vinyl collection. I wish I had that now.
They keep saying it's coming back. I see it. They are selling it again, but I don't see the revival yet.
I have a couple of friends who have big vinyl collections, and they have the stereo systems, and really sounds good. And I wish I had I still wish I had my vinyl, but no.
Yeah. I have one question for Joe, since he's a big Barbra Streisand fan.
Yeah.
I have to confess, I mean, I've heard her maybe sing 2 songs in my life, maybe. So I'm going to have to go and watch some of those things you mentioned. But I saw her, I don't know, 3-4 years ago Did she marry the actor that was on the Marcus Welby show?
Yes, she did years ago.
Okay,
James
because
Brolin. They're
he's
still
much
married.
older, obviously, but I was like, that looks like
Right.
the young doctor from Marcus Welby.
Yes. Yes. I don't know how long it's been. It's been over 20 years, but she married James Brolin, who played the young doctor on Marcus Welby. She's 82 years old now. No, 81. 81. So I don't think her voice is what it was, of course, but back in the 70s and 80s, she was a phenomenon. Yeah.
She performed with Neil Diamond. Did she not?
Yes, she did. Yes,
Yeah,
she did.
yeah.
Well,
You Don't Bring Me Flowers.
Yes, that's the one I was thinking. What is that? Yeah. Neil Diamond, another great vocalist, and
Right.
the jazz singer. If you haven't seen
The jazz singer. Yeah.
great.
was she in A Star Is Born?
She did one of the remakes of A Star Is Born, and it's people usually say it's the best one with Chris Christopherson, and I want to say it was 1976. And the theme song, the love theme song from that Evergreen, was a big hit. It's hard to believe now that back in the 70s, these ballads were in the top 40 compared to what people listen to today. But these were the big songs. These were this is
One
what
of my
we were listening to.
visits to Graceland, I learned that Elvis Presley wanted to play that male part, but I think Colonel guy didn't want him to. His manager didn't want him to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indifferent, obviously.
Yes. Yeah. So.
Well, all right. Anybody else have anything to throw in here? Or any final comments for the audience out there? Joe, Angela, are we going to call it a wrap here?
Just that I appreciate music from other countries as well. Like I mentioned, Latin America. And I learned through working at CINCILINGUA that there's not just one Latin American culture. There's many and many types of music. And it's really wonderful. And when I learned some Spanish and began to listen to that music, it's like a new world opened up for me in music. And I really love it. Yeah.
And I would just say that students that are studying English, music in English is a good way where you can practice your English and learn some new vocabulary. I would recommend the songs where you can understand each word that's being said. There are English songs that I can't tell what they're saying, so that wouldn't be too beneficial.
Right.
The vast majority of music would be helpful, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Avoid rap. Avoid the rap lyrics. I don't recommend that, but yeah, but no, that's right. What Angela said. Music can be very helpful learning vocabulary, but you can run into some difficult music. So if you do, don't get frustrated. Try it, but yeah, avoid rap. That's probably not the best to practice with there. But yeah. Well, all right. Well, I guess we'll wrap this one up. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Angela, and thanks everybody out there on the membership program. Thanks to all our members. Listen up, train your ears. It's very important, and we appreciate you all. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.